Welcome to We Funny AF, formerly the Imperial Ink Live podcast. Same crew, new do. We got the upper echelon, end all be all duality part 108 hold up available across all streaming services. We still have the same website set up for merch at imperialinkmusic.com. Various t-shirts and masks, and we also have new merch on the way specifically for the podcast, and it's coming soon. So, let's get into this, y'all. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, them Imperial boys is back. Yeah. And of course, you know we had to come back on some new shit. Yeah. So, without further ado, I welcome you to the We Funny AF podcast. Yeah. I'm the one and only Figgz. I'm with my main man Figgz. And we about to take you there. Let's go. We Funny AF. 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 We Funny AF.
What's up? What's up? After a slight hiatus,
Way back.
we back. Brand new podcast. It's still the same old crew from Imperial Ink Live podcast, but it's now entitled We Funny AF.
Cause we are funny as fuck. I mean,
Funny looking.
Yeah, you smell funny.
We got a new feel, new opening, new everything. We also gonna have a Patreon where if you want to listen to the podcast commercial free, you can go on over to the Patreon and sign up there for a minimal fee, and you can check out the show without any interruptions.
And nah, niggas, that don't mean no free Patron.
Because I said Patreon, I didn't say Patron.
Right.
And we also will have a new Instagram, new Twitter, new Facebook, possible TikTok. We're gonna be all over the place with this new feeling, new look. So we're just informing you ahead of time that this We Funny, y'all.
Yeah, we funny as fuck.
Yeah, so y'all gonna enjoy that
Yeah,
shit. It's
you know,
brand new time, brand new feel. Same.
We was getting too big for just the little Imperial shit. Like, you know, I mean, I've been offered a couple contracts to do podcasts throughout the nation. So
By
we thought,
yourself?
yeah. So I figured we could just get paid. So we gonna
Look.
start trying to get paid.
I concur.
Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move into the first ear to the street for the 4th season or the first season of We Funny AF. And Figgz wanted to call it, what was it? The Queen Black Mermaid?
The Queen and the Black Mermaid.
Imperial Live, you know we bring that heat. It's time to get ready for the ear to the street.
Queen and the Black Mermaid. We're going to talk about why a lot of people don't even particularly care for Queen Elizabeth, and they didn't necessarily mourn her death when she passed away. What was you thinking about that whole situation?
Well, I had to be honest. I mean, I had to be completely honest with you. I really wasn't that invested in exactly what the king and the queen do.
Right.
So I just knew that there was a king and a queen. And I mean, coming up as a kid, I fantasized about, like, you know, what it'd be like to be the king or to be part of the royal family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody wants to be, they want to be royalty. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess.
nigga, you won't be royalty. Yeah, nigga, it's better than that coming from that slavery.
Well, that's part of the reason why a lot of people didn't like her.
Well,
ass,
but
though.
I'm just saying, wouldn't you rather be royalty
in the royalty than in the slavery
in the fields, nigga? Yeah, I mean, so
I could be king of Zamunda.
But
I'd
yeah,
be with
yeah,
that.
hell yeah, nigga, I'm Black Panther. Shit, what you talking about? That shit, good. That would be awesome. But anyway, I didn't really, I was kind of weak on the situation.
Right.
I mean, the Princess Diana shit, the years I grew up through all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I fucked around and she died, and I said, I'm gonna learn about this woman.
You talking about Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, the second.
So I fucked around, watched this movie, which was really just a documentary about her. And when I got done watching the documentary, I was like, oh, she did a lot for a lot of people. She was helping them Jamaicans and blah, 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 and blee, blee, blee. And I fucked around and mentioned that to a couple people.
And they said,
fuck
that bitch.
That bitch. I was like, well, what am I missing? They like, you don't know that she did this and this and then this and this and this. And I was like, damn. So,
well, like a short list of things she did, like folks from Barbados ain't playing with her because she pretty much owned, well, not her, but Britain owned a lot of shit in Africa along with Barbados and a string of other islands and stuff that they own, but didn't really do anything for these people. So they didn't really feel any kind of anything for her. There was, I gotta look it up, but there's something that she was involved in that a lot of people were pissed about because when she took over, she was only in her 20s when she took over. So technically, if you ask me, she's just like our president. She's just a figurehead.
Yeah.
She ain't really got that much power.
And that's what was like the next question.
She does have influence, though. Yeah. She could have said something. You know what I mean? For a lot of the shit the British people were doing was like a conquest of Africa. So they were like taking a bunch of shit and even
the apartheid or some shit.
Yeah, and they were even trying to claim that the people they were taking over were going to be part of the Commonwealth, as opposed to being slaves and shit like that, but it wasn't necessarily so, and they wasn't doing shit for them.
Oh.
It was Mau Mau Rebellion, that's what it was, and the British apparently had like between 80 to 450,000 people hanged.
Let's get this clear, niggers. Let's get this clear. Is that what we trying to say? I'm asking.
Hey, that's what I went back and studied some shit, and everything was saying the same shit, so it's got to be some truth to it, because it's coming from viable, places.
Dirty bitch.
Yeah. She did some shit. I think it was Ireland and Scotland also aren't really happy with her either. I'm not sure what their issue was. Oh, but the big thing a lot of people were pissed about is her treatment of Princess Diana and Meghan.
And that's one thing that somebody pointed out to me. They just straight up said, and she's the one that got Princess Diana killed. And I was like, what?
You know what, though?
Why do they blame her for that exactly?
I'm not sure if they blame her. But if you follow them, which I didn't, but from reading up on it, they didn't have the best of relationships anyway. They didn't really care for each other anyway.
Well, but I mean...
But when she died, they said Queen Elizabeth, and I saw this in 3 or 4 different articles, said they must have greased the brakes. And I was like, fuck. How can you say that? And that was like shortly after she died, like a week or so after she died, that she said that. And I'm like... Damn,
but she did some other shit. Now they showed this and that fucking shit. They was crazy because Queen Elizabeth, when Princess Diana died, she left the castle or something, and they didn't put a flag up.
What's that?
You know somebody died. You supposed to fly a flag, half mast or whatever. Yeah, she didn't fly a flag. So.
I'm not surprised because, like I said, they apparently didn't care for each other too much.
Okay, and I understand. But I figure I look at that as some family shit. Like I look at that like Mama don't want nobody dating her motherfucking children, so she's not gonna like no fucking body that's coming into that shit.
Right.
Now, is it right? No. But I don't judge her because of that. I've just recently heard little things about what she did to the Merkle girl or whatever, or supposedly.
Well, they did the whole race thing with is your baby gonna be black and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, but you know, man, I don't even understand why we as people over here even give a fuck about.
I'm not sure about that either.
It's an infatuation with the queen.
It is, and
the
I
king.
never got it.
Yeah. like I said,
it.
of course, coming up, it was glamorous and it looked good.
I guess.
But,
I mean, anybody that's got money is gonna look good.
Yeah,
you know
but
what
I mean, I ain't sit and followed every fucking thing they've done.
Me neither. I didn't care.
I get a kick out of the two boys. What's it, Prince Harry and
William.
Yeah, because them niggas is wild a little bit. They be trying to
At first,
be trying to hide it and shit, but they wild.
Well, I tell you what though, her son Prince Andrew was the one that was a little bit up in arms too, because he's the one that used to hang out with Epstein.
Oh yeah, see, and then I seen it was some tied shit to that too.
Yeah, and they tried to keep it covered up, and
they put memes and shit of her sitting at the cabin with them niggas. Yo,
that whole situation is shady right there.
Well, I mean, damn. I mean, I hate to say it, but on the other hand, it ain't a motherfucker around here in any kind of political. You can't make me believe that every senator or every president has went the way of my people. They've signed some document or done something that fucking did some crazy shit to my people or to some people.
Right.
So, I mean, I ain't going to judge her off of their politics over there.
Right.
But, you know, at the same time, I thought that, you know, everybody loved the queen.
Yeah.
Until I realized that she could be a dirty little bitch.
Yeah.
Everybody want to go to England and meet the queen. I watched all the procedures and shit that you have to have when you greet the queen and when you see the queen.
You don't touch her unless she extends a hand to you, bowing,
don't say
and all that shit.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing to her unless
she say something. Like they give you a whole run through. Now, when she comes in, what I want you to do is first wipe your nose.
I
she
think
don't like
that
snot.
the whole Queen King thing is antiquated as fuck because they are just people with money, and that's the only difference between them and anybody else. But people hold that shit to heart.
Serious.
You know? I mean, I was watching
how many is
that 3-week funeral where all them people in England was straight tripping. They were bawling and crying and just upset and just out of their way about.
But it gave
passing.
them. But I could imagine if I was there, it probably gave them something to believe in. You know, it just gave them something above the rest.
I guess.
You know,
I mean, the only sympathy I have about the whole situation is she was somebody's mom, grandmother, and that's pretty much it. You know, because like I said, I didn't follow them. I didn't listen to that shit. But I did start, you know, digging to see why it was people were
tripping
on Black Twitter tripping, and on Irish Twitter tripping. They were saying some wild ass shit. They were talking about how their ownership. I think it wasn't ownership. I think it was either Jamaica or Barbados won. Just recently got out from under their rule as late as 2021, I think it was.
Really?
Yeah, they literally just got out from under ownership of
I know a couple
British
of Jamaicans.
people.
Next time I see them, I'm just looking at them and say, Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, do that and
see what they say.
Yeah, do that, do that, do just that, and then come back and tell me because I'm curious what they say. But yeah, she was something else. So I guess leave it at that. There's more to. I guess it's more to any political figurehead than you see on the surface. You know what I mean? Because like you said, they all got shit that they've done or have tried to cover up or whatever.
But you know, a family like that's more scrutinized. But to me, if she don't control no power, she's no bigger than Santa Claus.
I agree.
She's Santa Claus to those people.
She's just a figurehead. Yeah, that's just it. She don't really do nothing. Yeah. I don't know. It's a catch-22 type situation, double-edged sword thing. where I could see how people revered her, but I can also see how people vilified her too.
Well, I mean, I ain't
get
gonna
it.
talk too much shit because I feel like I should be getting a phone call pretty soon because I know that somewhere down the line, it's some royalty in this motherfucker blood. Nigga. I might be the shit. I might be kin of them niggas. You know what I mean?
You think?
Yeah.
That shit is funny.
Yeah.
I want to ask you though about the Little Mermaid thing though.
Man, don't get me started.
Go ahead and get started because because the Little Mermaid is black and people got a problem with that shit.
And I don't understand why because God damn it, the mermaid ain't a real motherfucking person anyway. The mermaid, you ain't never once been swimming anywhere in life and seen a mermaid. So what the fuck matter does it, her color matter? Like what the fuck? What does it matter? We all imagining shit. We imagining that there's a person under the sea that has a perfectly cuffed bra on and fin legs and shit, and her hair's always flowing and nice, and the bitch can breathe underwater. Why does it matter what fucking color she is?
My thing with it is the hypocrisy involved with it, because there are so many movies that have been whitewashed. I mean, I can give you a couple of examples, like Cleopatra. Elizabeth Taylor played her. She wasn't white. Recently, I read somewhere she was actually Greek. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I heard she was Greek. I don't know how that worked out, but she was not a white woman, you know, by any means. Hell, they had a white dude playing Michael Jackson on a TV movie in the last few years. So
I mean, I don't give a fuck if James Bond is Idris Elba. I don't give a damn. I ain't watching it anyway. Black, white, it don't matter. I don't fuck with 007. But I mean, I ain't gonna watch Little Mermaid. I mean, y'all freaked out when somebody said motherfucker Santa Claus was black. Y'all can't have everything.
Santa is white.
And y'all can keep at roly-poly motherfucker. He ain't never did shit for me. Fuck it, nigga. But
a lot of religious people were ill about Santa Claus too at one point.
yeah, like, I mean, damn it, man. Come on, man. Anybody should have the option to make them whatever color they feel they want to make them in their mind. I mean, I don't. Okay, make a little black mermaid movie and then turn around and make a white one. I don't give a fuck. I mean,
my thing with that though is that representation is everything, because the first princess that everybody only had that was black was from, I think, Princess and the Frog.
They've been mad about everybody.
Other than when Brandy was Cinderella back in the later part of the 90s. They had Princess and the Frog, and that was pretty much it. And I've been in researching this shit. I've been watching videos of little girls seeing the trailer for the new Little Mermaid, little black girls, and you see their faces light up. And one of them even says, "She looks like me." You know what I mean? Yeah. So that kind of thing, I think it's positive. You don't need to have necessarily a color on a character that's not even fucking real, but it shouldn't matter.
Nigga, we could be mermaids too. Shit. I mean, honestly, it ain't realistic because we can't swim. But at the same time, but fuck it, we could be mermaids too. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I don't know. People have been tripping about that shit.
Can't have everything.
They have been straight tripping. I'll tell you what else they've been tripping about.
I've been liking them memes that say, well, if you mad because Little Mermaid's black, wait till you see Jesus. Like,
right? I mean, that's something else. Jesus was not even a white man, but they whitewashed that as well. People are mad over the two new TV shows right now, too. The Rings of Power and House of Dragon, which I know you don't watch either because they're fantasy films. And I know it's not or fantasy TV shows, and that's not your thing. But people are mad because there are elves that are black in this and trolls that are black.
Man, we can't be trolls and elves now, niggas.
Not elves, trolls. I'm sorry, dwarves. My bad.
You don't think there's some nigga dwarfs? Like, I mean, there's some nigga dwarfs.
They mad about that. And then in what's the other one? That was Rings of Power. In House of the Dragon, they've got elves also in that are black, and they got elves in it that are, or they actually got a queen in it that's black. And people are so pissed because they're saying it's not following the Tolkien, who's the author, his I guess his script and story. But the thing about it is all the shit that's happening in these shows are happening thousands and hundreds of years before the shows that everybody's aware of.
I can
familiar with.
It's some shit like it's some shit I'm a little bit bothered by. Like,
what's that?
Well, like when I watch movies, like I like to see the ins and outs of them. So
what do you mean?
Like the what is it? IMDb.
IMDb, yeah.
Yeah, I go to IMDb and read the trivia about how the movie was shot and places it was shot.
Yeah, I like that shit.
And I also learn if the movie was redone. Mm-hmm. Like I was a little disappointed that Magnificent Seven was redone. Yeah. And Denzel was the leading character because it didn't sound like it was a character for a black man.
Right.
But I watched it, a good movie. I went on with it. It's some shit I just don't want you to replace. I don't want to see Denzel as Rocky Balboa. So don't. Is
that a black thing or just him as an actor thing? Because that's two different things.
Well, I just believe that, I don't know. First of all, I'm very fucking. I mean, Django wasn't really a black character.
Right.
He was a white character before they remade the movie.
Okay.
So like, I'm trying to see what did the other Django do?
Right.
What's the comparison to the two?
Yeah.
So he basically remade the character.
Right.
So I have a problem. I have a problem with remakes, period.
Really? All the way around?
A lot of remakes.
Is there any? Okay. Are there any remakes you do like? Like you actually maybe even like better than the original?
I'm sure there is. Thinking off right.
I know one that you like that's better than the original. Scarface. You love that movie.
Yeah.
And that was a remake.
Yeah. I love that movie.
So I know you like that one as an example. But I'm curious of another. If there any
like
more.
leave Point Break alone. I don't want to see. I don't want to see little Point Break.
Don't nobody watch Point Break any damn way.
I fucks with Keanu's Point Break.
Black ass movie. You like? What was that one movie?
Don't remake Roadhouse.
I heard they were. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard
there's a Roadhouse 2 out there.
Yeah, that was garbage. Yeah. What was there was one I was going to ask you about that was. Do you do scary movies?
Some.
Did you do Nightmare on Elm Street, the original?
Yeah, I've seen all of those.
Did you see the remake of it?
Don't remake those.
But did you see the remake of it?
No.
You should check it out because I'm curious to see
I'm
what
a
you
Robert
think about
Englund
it.
nigga.
I get that, but this one goes deeper.
I'm Robert.
It goes deeper into why he was what he was. It actually tells you.
I might
why
see. I might
him.
have seen some of that one.
It was actually. Yeah. It was actually pretty good.
It showed him as a youngin.
Yeah.
I seen some
of it. He was basically a child molester, is what he was, and they had actually delved into that a little bit, and it gave it a little bit more depth. So I don't mind remakes as long as they do something original and it's all right. You know what I mean? Is if they're doing it just as a money grab, then usually it comes out to be shit.
Them Oceans 11s and Ocean 11 I believe was the actual only
original,
remake.
Right?
Yeah, I think it was the original Ocean's 11.
Did you like it?
I've never watched.
Oh, you never watched the original?
Yeah,
I've never seen the original.
I like the Oceans.
Have you seen The Italian Job?
Had many chances to watch it.
You should check that out and check out the original because they're almost about the same, but they're both really good movies. You should check them out. The remake is probably better to me than the original, but they're both.
I'm skeptical on like Batman movies.
Really? Is there who's your favorite Batman?
My favorite Batman is Christian Bale.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I loved
Keaton.
Yeah, for what that time period was, the little goofy, funny Batman. But I'll never watch Ben Affleck as Batman. I'm sorry. Yeah,
you know what though? The thing about that is, it's not that he's good in the movies; it's the movies are good. Mm-hmm. For the most part, the Batman vs Superman is garbage. Yeah. That movie is just all over the place. It makes no sense whatsoever.
I stopped it. I mean, I can't go further with Superman. Like.
After Christopher Reeve?
Yeah, that's it.
Really?
I think I watched The Man of Steel.
Right.
It's alright.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Superman to me.
Aquaman was good. It was dope.
I don't fuck with Aquaman.
He could talk to fish. That was a good movie.
Or Thor.
Which was way off topic, but still, I get it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't understand the complaint of just either go see the movie or don't go see the movie.
That's kind of how I feel about it because like it doesn't matter. The shit is not real. It's all fantasy. Anybody can play anything. Eventually, they're gonna have to get over it anyway because the master race that is white folks is not gonna last forever. It's just not gonna last forever, and that's not a bad thing. It's not anybody trying. And it's crazy because to me, it feels like when somebody does something good for their people, other people are mad like they're getting something more. Mm-hmm. Like they're taking something from them, and they're not. They're just getting a piece for themselves, and that should be how it's looked at. But you got them crazy motherfuckers that don't look at it like that.
Bunch of crabs in a fucking barrel.
Pretty much.
That's why we ain't getting nowhere as a country. We ain't getting nowhere.
I think we get places, but it's like we get there and then take a 2 or 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 steps back.
We get there and start fighting.
Yeah,
fuck it all up.
Yeah, pretty much. That's human nature, I guess, which is insane. Doesn't make any fucking sense, but that's the way people are.
Yeah, well.
So
you ain't got nothing else better to do than get mad because motherfucker Ariel or whatever her name is about to be black. I suggest you just go and kill yourself. 'Cause you ain't got shit else to do in your day. I mean, shit. If that's the worst shit I had to complain about,
right?
I mean, fuck.
Yeah, I concur. Yeah. I totally agree. I mean, if that's all you got time to do, go on and do that over there while we keep going forward. Is the way I feel about it. Yeah. But anyway, I think we're gonna do something different next up. You with it?
Yeah, I'm with whatever we doing.
All right, let's do that. Yo, Figgz got another Figgz House. This is impromptu. I don't know what's happening. So what happened?
It's impromptu like a motherfucker. But
Is this involving me?
Yeah, it will. It kind of will, because you might want to look both ways when you step outside the house.
Okay, wow, what's up?
Nigga, we been having bears in the neighborhood.
Got what?
Bears.
Oh, you had a bear in your yard, didn't you?
I don't know if it's in my yard. I don't know if it's in my yard, but I know it was one up the street.
Oh,
it was good closing distance, and then the motherfucking 2 of them come up out the woods the other day.
Really?
Up there behind I don't know who lives there, but somebody's house up there on the hill. Yeah, nigga. So. I'm scared to go outside. And I be sitting in here, I be hearing rumbling outside like something's fucking with my trash can. I be like, shit.
That's a raccoon.
I find out what it is tomorrow. We don't give a fuck what it is tonight.
You for real got bears though?
Yeah, nigga, bears.
Did you ever see any of them, or you just hear from other people, or what?
They took pictures of the motherfucker in Sharon's yard. Like, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to see. It's like, I mean, that motherfucker wasn't supposed to be out in her yard. And I know it was her yard. I recognized the car and the house. It's hers. It was her. It's her house. And that's walking distance to here.
Yeah, it is. It's literally around the corner. Hey, but bears, they don't know no different. They just coming onto the property because that's just all they know.
And that's cool.
And they probably looking for something to eat.
Yeah, they are. Ha 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 ha. He cute. But this nigga, you ain't about to grab me up when I come the fuck outside. Like, nigga, when I walk outside, I walk around to my car door and I ain't see you over there trying to get my car and surprise your ass. And there the fuck I am. Chop suey.
They're fitting to snatch your ass up.
Nigga,
I'm gonna tell you this much: if I ever come over your house and I see a bear and it come at me, I'm climbing on your shit.
Well, I don't blame you. I mean,
I'm getting away from
gotta
that
do what you
motherfucker
gotta do.
and somehow.
We're worried about getting the car fixed later. I don't want you.
Because I'm scaling some
I ain't
shit.
trying to pick up your arms and shit that he does spread all over my yard.
I will climb
Nigga,
some
that's
shit.
fescue. You get blood on that shit, nigga, it's gonna die. You ain't dying in my yard.
Yeah, Walt wouldn't be good with that.
You could die in the street.
Hell no. If I see some shit, I'm climbing something.
Yeah,
I would say
that.
that tree, but that tree done got cut down.
Man,
so I
it's
can't
all
fuck with
kinds
that.
of. We got more wildlife down here than you got, than they got out in the country.
You think?
Yeah, man. I mean, I come home all the time and there's deer just
for real?
over there. Somebody had an apple tree and I guess they'd sit and eat
Oh, for real?
off the ground. I mean, motherfuckers hit. It was a big ass. What was it, hedgehog or something in the middle of the road?
I have seen a
There's
bunch of
been
deer
little red foxes
as of lately. Oh, really?
I've seen a little red fox.
I have seen when I was going over to Preston's house the other day. There was a bunch of deer. Actually, it was the other night. There was a bunch of deer in a yard across the street. Like it was 3 or 4 of them, just chilling. And like they ain't scared of shit. You know what I mean?
Like they don't give a fuck about you.
Apparently not. But and deers can be fucked up.
They'll
fight
look at your ass.
Yeah,
like,
and they'll fight you too. They some mean motherfuckers sometimes. So I seen a lot of deer as of lately, but I ain't seen no bear.
We was walking one night around this corner down the street, and I swear it was some coyotes up in that motherfucking field.
That's probably true because coyotes are bad around this area. I seen we went to Gatlinburg one time. It was me, Tim, and Preston. And Preston was outside. I think he was on his phone. And he came back in the room and said, Lamar, come here. I was like, okay. So I go outside with him and he's like, is that a bear? There was literally a bear. The hotel we was in was like right off the mountain. And you know what Gatlinburg is like. So you literally are in the mountain.
Right.
It was right off of the mountain, and I looked down the street, and there was a bear peering into the front office window. Nobody was in there at the time, but he was like, clawing at the window trying to get in. And he was walking distance from us. It was like literally like you walking across the street to your front door is how close it was. And I was like, okay, we need to take our ass back into this room. And Preston was just standing there like nothing was happening. I was like, get your ass in this room. And as soon as he got in the room, I looked out the peephole. Bear went literally right by the door because there were some trash cans right here, and went over there and was looking through the trash cans, and I could see him walking right past. It was a big ass bear too. So the next morning they were doing some construction, and there were some construction workers there. And I told them, I said, do y'all have a lot of bear sightings here? I asked them, and they was like, yeah. The bear that we saw was actually tagged. So they knew this bear. And they said there's 2 of them. One had an orange tag and one I think had a blue one. And he said, what color was the tag you saw? I said, I think it was orange. And he was like, well, that's the one that won't do nothing to you, but that blue one will charge you. I was like, are you fucking serious? I was like, yeah, remind me not to go to Gatlinburg anymore.
Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna just be having me up here renting cabins knowing there's bears just walking by.
Which I guess is...
Why y'all motherfucking tagging me? You should have tagged them with a bullet. Get the fucking shit.
I guess it's expected because you are in the wilderness.
I mean,
in the
I
mountains
understand
and shit.
that. I understand that.
When they start crossing the street and chilling downtown or the strip in Gatlinburg.
When I rent your cabin, I want it to say, look, where we rent you a cabin, there's 2 bears. One is blue, one is orange. The one that's orange is nice. The one that's blue, don't fuck with him.
No, he will eat you.
So I know straight up that I'm going to go right that cab and lock the doors. So
That's me.
That
fucked me up. I was like,
y'all motherfuckers, no, that's not casual to me. I mean, I stay in cabins all the time. We've been in a million cabins, and we've, kind of seen like we thought we seen trails of bears,
right.
But I've never laid my eyes on an actual bear. You know what I'm saying?
You see that video that was circulating last year, the bear that was in the actual strip of Gatlinburg?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
I think it was like in front of Ripley's, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, nah. And people were like recording it like the bear was their friend. And I'm like, nah, y'all need to get out of the line of this bear, because that...
That nigga can outrun you.
Yeah, and fuck your ass up. They say you're supposed to make a whole lot of noise to
No,
scare
they
him
say you're
off.
supposed to stand completely still.
Is that what it is? I thought you were supposed to like make noise like to make yourself bigger than them. Yeah. So you're actually supposed to be still?
Well, I seen where these
I could be
hikers
wrong, 'cause
got
I don't know.
caught up and they had to stand completely still. And the bear was checking the girl out and shit. And
Really?
nipping at her, but she stood completely still.
Fuck.
The bear finally went on about his business.
Fuck. See, that scared the shit out of me.
Nigga.
I saw a clip once where a dude was biking in the mountains and a bear followed him and it chased him.
Yeah.
And he had to get away from it. That fucked me up. I felt that scared me for him.
Yeah.
You know?
I seen a clip where a dude was working in his basement and he had wooded area right outside his basement and two motherfucking cubs come up out of the woods and he was just looking at it like, oh look, there goes two cubs. And all of a sudden the mama bear come up and the mama bear ran in the motherfucking basement and killed him in the basement.
Oh shit, it killed him?
Yeah, they said, I think the caption after the video said he didn't survive.
Oh shit! Yeah. See, that's insane. Because I got a friend. I'm not sure where he
was
lives.
too close to their baby, so the bear thought he was a threat.
Oh my god! I saw a friend of mine. He on Twitter. He in his backyard has like I think it was two cubs and a mama bear that are frequent his lawn in his backyard all the time, and he just stands there and records them like there's nothing to it. And I'm like, dude. That is some dangerous shit. Take your ass in the house.
Well,
Get away from that shit.
They might not see him as a threat.
Maybe not, but you don't know. You know what I mean? You don't tempt fate. Fuck that.
I keep telling y'all about my favorite fucking TV show. It don't even come on no more, but every now and then you can get lucky and call it. You can watch it. It's called Fatal Attraction. And what it is just when white people get exotic pets.
Like tigers and lions
bears
and shit,
and they think that they're pets.
They
and
cute
then
when they cubs.
Well, here's the story of the day. This one old woman had this log cabin, and she lived in a high bear area.
Oh, shit.
Well, she would throw food off the back porch and feed the bears.
No.
And every now and then, more and more bears started coming. More and more bears started coming. Now, all the bears was pretty cool, but there was one aggressive one. So her friends knew that she was doing this shit, and they kept telling her, no, you cannot do this. Quit doing it. This is dangerous as fuck.
Right.
Well, one day, I guess she went out on the porch and she didn't have enough food to satisfy them bears. And that one bear snatched her motherfucking ass up off the porch.
Oh, shit.
Never to be seen again.
Damn.
So, yeah, man.
You don't fuck with wild animals. You don't know what they're capable of.
No.
Well, you know what they're capable of. You just don't. You can't predict it.
When I see something that I don't readily identify with on an everyday basis, I'm going the other way.
The nigga in you is like, you need to run.
Like, I forget what comedian it was, but one of the comedians said, niggas don't discover shit.
No. Fuck no.
And they said, is that a Rottweiler? They don't know if it's a dog or a motherfucker. They going the other way.
Hell yeah. I ain't searching out shit. That's insane, but that's some funny shit.
You ain't never heard of a nigga discovering no wild animal.
This is kind of related. I saw a clip on Twitter the other day, and it said, imagine if you were in the jungle or in the woods and you had to climb a tree to get away from a snake. And it was I think it was an anaconda. That motherfucker climbed a tree. And the way he climbed the tree is he literally wrapped himself around it and pushed himself up the top of that tree.
The snake did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me up.
They climb trees.
I didn't know they climbed like that. That fucked me up. I was like, damn. I mean, you could try outrunning a snake.
Well, what I'm going to do is let the motherfucker climb the tree, and when he gets to me, I'm going to jump off, and then we're going to take off running if I survive that fall. But he ain't going to get me in that tree.
Yeah, he winded his way up that tree. I was like, wow,
Snakes
that's crazy.
Climb, don't get it fucked up.
I was unaware they could climb that well. And that quick, he climbed that tree quick. Yeah. It was crazy. It was insane. But yeah, I don't do wildlife.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why I stay over here inside at 16. No phone.
I don't like camping. I've gone camping, but it's usually in spots where it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm not going out in nobody's woods. I'm not pitching no tents. I ain't setting up nothing that could be anywhere near some animals coming in on my ass and ripping me up. No,
I'm almost okay on most things. I mean, 9 times out of 10, if you're in an area that's bear related, you should be you should be know your surroundings.
Yeah.
Snakes, some hiding ass, sneaky ass motherfuckers.
Fuck yeah, they are.
So that's why I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with them.
Not the wild ones. I could deal with pet snakes. That's different.
I don't fuck with none of them niggas.
But in the wild, I can't do it. What about spiders?
I'm not as afraid of spiders as I am snakes.
We have about 10 spiders every year outside the house. And people's always like, you need to burn the house down. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to do that.
I'm not as afraid of spiders, but I mean, I ain't going to just invite myself around them motherfuckers.
Right.
But snakes, I'll never get cool with snakes because you can just accidentally step on one, walk outside, step on one, you bit. Yeah. You step in the grass, you bit. Cause you don't see them motherfuckers.
No. Yeah, I can't fuck with snakes either. Like that, I can't do it. But yeah, I guess beware of bears.
Bears in my neighborhood. Kids be outside playing and shit. I'll be looking it through like, y'all better get the fuck inside. motherfuckers. Young niggas. There's a bear alert down this bitch. Shit.
Beware of bears at Figgz House.
Yeah. Lions, tigers, and bears.
Yeah, y'all watch out. We out.